Ryan Poles hit a home run with the Chase Claypool trade. I already did one all 22 breakdown on Claypool, but I felt there were some more things I wanted to discuss and some other narratives I needed to kill. So I went back into the all 22 lab and studied a lot more tape on Chase Claypool. There were some narratives coming mostly from Pittsburgh and Green Bay fans bashing Chase Claypool. They called him immature. They questioned his hands and contested catchability. Some said he's better at tight end and not worth the second round pick. ESPN gave the trade a D+ grade. I'm going to dive into all of this, and as always, kill the narratives. I also wanted to go into another angle that I failed to mention in my first video, that is simply the Luke Getsy factor. The guy who developed Davante Adams now gets to work with Chase Claypool. I'll save that for the end of the video, but first I wanted to kill a couple of these narratives before I show off some film footage. First up is his contested catchability. I have now watched 30 games of Chase Claypool on film, and I've heard Pittsburgh fans coming out and questioning his contested catchability. That is nuts to me. Now, being a physical guy like this that can dominate corners, he gets more contacts than most receivers and does a good job fighting for the ball and high pointing the ball. Does he have an occasional drop? Sure. Occasionally, you will see a concentration drop on film. So do most of the best receivers in the league, especially when they are young. He still has incredible hands, in my opinion, and is usually a hands catcher. And after watching all of his Pittsburgh tape, to me, it was clearly a narrative. Claypool is a dude with great hands, but had a couple of drops where he was trying to do too much. What about the talk of him being immature? This one is wild. Some crazy reports comparing Claypool to Antonio Brown are just completely immature themselves. Claypool is a dude who stayed after practice working with Justin Fields all week to learn the playbook more quickly. He helped mentor George Pickens. He still goes back to Notre Dame in the offseason and spends time working with the receivers and the tight ends, helping coach them up and work on route running and techniques with them. From all aspects, he seems like a very mature dude who simply has too much fun on the football field. Think about that. If you were a 6'4" freak and could run a 4.4 40 and usually were the best athlete on the field, wouldn't you have fun too? I know I would. That does not mean he's immature. And then the claim that he isn't worth a second round pick. In my opinion, yes he is. This is a rumor that was made worse when national media sites like ESPN gave the grade a D+. A D+. What? So ESPN gave the Steelers an A+ for drafting Claypool in the second round. They called him a steal. Then they trashed the Bears all off season for not giving Justin Fields any weapons. Meanwhile, multiple people and articles from ESPN say that the Packers would be smart to trade for Chase Claypool and it could help them reach the Super Bowl. The Bears make the trade and get a grade of a D+. How does this make any sense? It doesn't. It's just those national media narratives I've been telling you guys about all year long. This trade was a home run for Ryan Poles, Justin Fields, and the Chicago Bears. What about people saying that he's better as a tight end? There's even a video out there comparing him to Darren Waller. His size, speed, athleticism, and play style are more reminiscent of DK Metcalf or Mike Williams than a guy like Darren Waller. He's even gotten more comparisons to Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss and Rob Gronkowski. He has phenomenal body control. He can burst and accelerate or decelerate to adjust to underthrown or overthrown balls. He has incredible awareness on the sideline to make acrobatic catches while still having the body control and awareness to get his feet down. He is a wide receiver and can be an elite one at that. Also, his stats and the tape tell you otherwise. It's true that the Steelers used him as a big slot and tight end most of this year after using him on the outside mostly his first 2 seasons in the NFL. The advanced stats show that he got more separation, yards per route run, and way more overall production on the outside. I think the point that was missed was that yes, Claypool can be moved all over the field, and he brings something special that most players don't. He is simply an offensive weapon, but the Bears acquired him to play outside receiver, not tight end. Plain and simple. Yes, we will move him around. Getsy loves doing that, but he's going to be used a lot more like a Devontae Adams or Mike Williams than a Darren Waller. He can beat press coverage, force teams to play too high safety, and then kill them underneath if they give him any cushion. On top of being 6'4", 240, and running a 4.4 40, he also has big, strong hands and an elite wingspan with long arms to pluck the ball out of the air. In my opinion, he will completely change the dynamic of this offense and eventually be the true number one wide receiver we have been searching for. He will build chemistry with Justin Fields, and they will grow together. He will open up the offense for other guys like Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. I do think fans, as always, need to have a little patience. Learning NFL playbooks and building chemistry takes time. I said the same thing to fans giving up on Justin Fields earlier this year. I've heard some similar criticism towards Claypool after just one game. I don't know how those guys didn't see the dynamic he brought to this offense even in limited reps, but I assure you it was there, and you will definitely see more proof of it going forward. Now let's get right into the film breakdown. One of the biggest things I noticed after watching a ton of film on Chase Claypool is that Ben Roethlisberger clearly preferred Chase Claypool as his favorite target on third down. Anytime the Steelers got into a third down situation, guess who they would turn to? I'm going to show you here. It's a Chase Claypool. He's lined up in the slot. They got him right here. Going to cut across the middle, make this look easy. It's a 3rd and 4. Picks it up. Look at the catch here. 2 guys near him. Contact at the catch point. Muscles through. First down. I could honestly probably do a 3 to 4 hour video showing nothing but Chase Claypool picking up conversions on third down. But there are a few here. I just want to show you a few different ways. This is from the same game here. Different ways the Steelers would go to Chase Claypool to pick up third down conversions. He was the guy that Big Ben looked for almost every third down the last 2 seasons. And it wasn't always passes. He would throw to him down the field. He would throw quick passes. They would hand off to him. They would throw screens. This play right here, you're just giving it to him on a jet sweep here. The Bears do stuff like this all the time. You'll see Claypool makes somebody miss. Gets hit by 2 guys here. 2 yards short of the first down, but he's a big, strong, athletic guy. Look. Oh, great job, Claypool. See how he just reaches out here. Easy first down. Even if the ref is blind, they can't miss that one. Another situation here. We got a 3rd and 4. We got Claypool up top, playing outside, boundary receiver, 1-on-1. And look who Roethlisberger's throwing to. This is on a 3rd down. He's just going to throw it up for Chase Claypool. Oh, look at this. This is a great job. Look at the route. He's going to beat the press coverage. He's going to get inside leverage. And then he's going to use his body to box the defender out. and make a great catch. This is a guy who can be a number one receiver. This is his rookie year, and he was a big reason the Pittsburgh Steelers started 8-0 that season. Back again, we got a 3rd and 2. Backed up on their own goal line here. In trouble against the Cowboys. Boom. Got a little pick play. Look who it is. It's Chase Claypool. He's going to catch the ball at the line of scrimmage, and Big Ben trusts him to get those 2 yards. He does. Easily. Picks up 7. Another first down. This one I want to show you is from the Cincinnati game. This one is wild. This is a throw up here on 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger throws it out. They got a flag for an offsides. Look at this play. You want to talk about this guy can't make contested catches? He's got a cornerback all over him. He's going up, high pointing the ball, and catching it on the sideline. Let's watch here. 1, 2 feet. Look at this. This is just a thing of beauty. Right there. Sets up the cornerback. Goes up. Catches the ball at its highest point. And then he's going to watch how he rotates his frame here to protect the ball and get his feet down. There's 1. There's 2. Come on now. This guy, Big Ben again, he's on a 3rd and 1 here. And you're like, hey, what's he do? Watch Claypool up top here. Look at this. He wins his route, goes up, guy underneath, and a guy on him. Claypool's going to win the route, make the contested catch, and then turn. And potentially could have scored this if he could have turned that tightrope, if he could have kept his balance on that tightrope. But Chase Claypool, almost every time it was 3rd down, Big Ben was like, where are you, Claypool? And eventually, I think Justin Fields will be the same way. We've seen him do it different ways. He'll run routes. He can get down the field. He can run crossers over the middle. He can run out routes. He can catch the screen. He can run the jet sweep. This is another one. Look at the cushion the cornerback's going to give him. This is on 3rd and 4. They are so scared of Claypool's speed that on 3rd and 4, you're giving him 8 yards of cushion. And Big Ben is like, hey, that's my rookie. I'm just going to give him the ball. Boom. Look at him. He's still got 4 yards of cushion by the time he catches the ball and is ready to make his move. That's how much cushion he had. And then Claypool's going to say, get out of my way. First down. And that's how it's done. I mean, this is something the Bears offense just hasn't had. A guy you can depend on and turn to in key situations to keep the chains moving. And he's also, I'll go into my next point, a dominant red zone target. This one I want to show you first because this is a 3rd down again, right? 3rd and 6. Watch Chase Claypool here. Outside, man coverage. He beat him. Look at it. He shook him. He's got separation. Roethlisberger delivers a strike. He catches the ball with a corner on him, a safety over top. Soon to be 3 other guys in pursuit. And look at Claypool. He's just a freak. Get out of my way. This is a touchdown. Sorry, you can't stop me. This guy's insane. But that's not the only way they got him in the end zone. 2nd and goal here. This was the first touchdown of the game. Oh, there it is again. It's the sweep. Look out on the outside. Oh, he's athletic enough and fast enough to make that guy miss. Then he's going to stop. Similar to Justin Fields. Look, you stop and power behind a blocker into the end zone. Boom. And look at this. We got 5 Eagles defenders up here. But guess who the Steelers had? Chase Claypool. Let's watch. Boom. Catches it. Good block on the outside there. He recognizes it. Turns it upfield. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. This is when it really mattered, right? This guy has 3 touchdowns on the game already. Would have been 4th. He actually had a 4th that was overturned and called back. And this would have been the 5th then. I'll show you that one in a minute. But I'm going to show you this one first. Here it is. This is a game. The game is on the line here, right? The Eagles are down 2 points. The Steelers are at their 35-yard line in field goal range, but have a 3rd and 8. Big play. Chase Claypool has already scored 3 touchdowns, had another one called back, and here he is in the slot. Let's see what Chase Claypool can do. Boom. Just look at this. Look at how he just destroys. He uses his big, long strides to eat up the space right here, eat up the cushion, and then watch the defender, right? As soon as he turns, oh, it's too late. Chase Claypool is gone. He's so fast. Look at this. The safety sees it. It's too late. You can't get here. This is Claypool wide open for a TD. This is, whoop. That's his 4th of the game and what went on to be the game winner. This guy is a dominant physical presence who knows how to get open and is so dangerous with the ball in his hands. And then I'm going to show you the other one. This was shortly before that. This one actually didn't count, but this is again, it was a 2nd and 12 here. And look at Roethlisberger, one-on-one on the outside. He's going for Chase Claypool. And look at Claypool. Look at this. This is a thing of beauty, right? This is the back shoulder throw. Justin Fields loves to throw this too. Claypool, oh, he can adjust to the back shoulder throw. Get out of my way, corner. Whoop. Look at this, the catch. He was a little too physical with the corner there. Look at him. Hurdles him. Feet. Stays. Inbounds. And he would have been gone. However, they did call pass interference on this one. They're saying he shoved off. This, I think, is a good job selling it. You can see, I mean, you got a little bit, maybe a little bit of a push there, but I mean, I think that's more of his momentum. Like, anyway, this would have been Claypool's 5th touchdown of the game. I want to show you a little something else I noticed that wasn't just something I saw on film in his first game in Chicago. Another thing he brought to the Steelers offense, right? Here it is again, another 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Big Ben says, I'm going deep for my boy, Chase Claypool. Right? Now, look at the contact on this. Look at this. Contact. He's looking at Chase Claypool. He's not looking back at the ball. Clear PI, holding on to him, affecting the route. Claypool tries to get back underneath for it. Oh, just missed his fingertips. Close. But let's watch it. When you can see it in full motion here, you can kind of see how Claypool's speed is affected. Look at this. He's running fast. All of a sudden, contact, grab around the waist. No, that's PI. I'm sorry. Got another one. Roethlisberger on a 1st and 10 took a deep shot. Claypool, look at this. Look at this corner, right? Claypool is running, trying to get the ball. The corner's got his arm wrapped around his waist and is going to swing down over his right shoulder. Look at this. Come on. They called this uncatchable, right? Look where the ball is. Claypool's arms could reach to at least right here. And if he's not grabbed around the waist and tackled, you're telling me he couldn't have got 2 yards? Come on, refs. This guy's getting mugged out here. Just going to watch it frame by frame here, let you guys see kind of. See? Grabs him around the waist right here and goes over and tackles him. That was not called pass interference. Ref, are you blind? Hello? I know, Chase. He said, what? There's another one. Roethlisberger, look, it's 3rd and 10. He's looking for his favorite target, Chase Claypool. Again, defender grabbing Chase Claypool's left arm. He's constantly trying to have to make these one-armed catches. You can see it here. Got a hold of his arm. He's trying to go up with his right arm and make the catch. Unfortunately, again, the defender holding his arm back is the reason why that's pass interference. As you can see, the looks kind of like the ball. A lot of the argument made here is they want to say the ball was overthrown. I mean, if you don't think Claypool can reach out and grab that, especially if he's not contacted here, look at it. You'll see it, the contact. They're grabbing his arm. Grabbing his arm. Pass interference. I'm going to show you a couple plays where he goes up and high points the ball. There were some people saying he doesn't high point the ball very well, which is weird to me. There it is. Roethlisberger throws this up. Look at this on the sideline. A little blurry here, but you can see Claypool go up, high point the ball, come down, get both feet in bounds. Shoot. 1 foot, 2 foot, first down. Look at that. Just a special athletic ability right there. Chase Claypool. Look at that. 1, 2 feet. Beautiful. Show you him do it here for a touchdown as well. So again, this is on a 3rd and 10. Look at Ben Roethlisberger. Who's he looking for? Chase Claypool. Separation. In between 3 defenders. What's he do? That. Let's go back and watch it slow motion here. This. 3 defenders around him. Goes up. High points the ball. Holds on to it. Through the contact. Touchdown. That's everything you want in a number 1 wide receiver. I'm going to show you a couple misses that he had here. I mean, this is one of the things you heard a lot of people saying he can't catch or he can't high point balls. I'm going to show you a couple of the misses and let you judge for yourself what happened on that, and then I'll give you my take as well. Here we go. This is one here. He's on the outside. Look at Roethlisberger. It looks like Roethlisberger tried to throw a back shoulder, but Claypool had separation here, so you can see what happens. The ball goes out of bounds way back here. I don't know if that was a miscommunication or not, but I mean, that's just one of those plays where who knows. One against the Cowboys here where Claypool runs a good route, gets open, it's 2nd down, in position for the first down. You can see he's going this way. The ball you'd think would be led here. He's breaking away from the defender. Roethlisberger throws the ball behind him and away from his momentum. You see Claypool, look at this. Last second, he's going to stop. Going to reach behind him. Almost make the adjustment there, but just was not able to make the adjustment and reel it in. We got another deep pass here. This was on a free play. Roethlisberger got the guy off sides. You can see Claypool here starting to get separation. Watch the defender. Again, they're going to grab his back arm. Look at it. Contact, contact. Ball goes just over top. We got one up more over here. This is on a 3rd and 2 where Claypool goes to make a play on the sideline. This one I actually give credit to the cornerback who makes just a great play. It's Patrick Surtain, 1st-round pick. You can see, look at Claypool here, setting him up on the sideline. He goes up to high point the ball again, has the ball in his hands, gets both feet down, but unfortunately Surtain knocks the ball away. You can see it knock away, and it's an incomplete pass. But I mean, he got way too much hate from Steelers fans for a guy who, from everything I saw, carried their offense and was clearly Big Ben's favorite target, not only in the red zone, but also on 3rd downs. He scored 11 touchdowns as a rookie. Part of the reason he didn't have the same touchdown production his 2nd season is because Big Ben just did not have the arm strength anymore. Watching the whole season on tape, that was clear to see. It's plain as day. The arm strength was just not there. And then this year, the Steelers used him out of position. Like I said, the stats showed it, and they used him more as a tight end and a third receiver than the guy who was the number one target in an offense that featured Juju Smith-Schuster and Deontay Johnson, and now you're relegating him to kind of a tight end role? That's bad job by the offensive coordinator and the coaching staff, in my opinion. One other thing that Chase Claypool excelled at was opening things up for players around him. Unfortunately, I wasn't focused on getting too much tape of this because I wanted more tape of Claypool making plays to show you guys. However, there were plenty of instances on tape where Claypool is getting double covered and opening things up for Deontay Johnson and Juju Smith-Schuster, and times where his motions in the backfield open things up for the running game. Let me show you a couple really quick. There's a play here. You can see the safety comes up on Chase Claypool. This allows Deontay Johnson on the outside to get single coverage, and what he's going to do is make the defense pay and get a touchdown. But Chase Claypool is the guy who opened this play up for Deontay Johnson to score the touchdown. And then here's another play. This one's in the run game. This is something that most people won't notice, but we're going to have Chase Claypool. He runs these sweeps and reverses a lot. He's going to do it here. You don't even see a safety up here right now, but watch, he's going to come flying down the screen. Look at this. Oh, he comes flying in because he thinks Claypool's getting the ball. And by this point in time, you're out of the play now. Just because Chase Claypool came across the motion, this safety came all the way up and is then not in position to make a play in the run game, which opens up a big hole for a long run. Just another thing that Chase Claypool brings to the offense. Besides being dynamic in the red zone, he is also just so good at picking up first downs. In 40 career games, he has 130 first downs and 14 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney has 42 career games and has only picked up 98 first downs and 9 touchdowns. That's an extra 32 first downs and 5 touchdowns more than Mooney. During his first 2 seasons, even being behind Deontay Johnson and Juju Smith-Schuster on the depth chart, and on a team that featured other weapons on offense as well, Big Ben had a clear favorite target on third downs and in the red zone. It was Chase Claypool, not Deontay Johnson, the guy the Steelers paid big money to. Johnson definitely benefited greatly from the attention that defenses paid to Chase Claypool. This doesn't mean it was a bad move for the Steelers as far as the trade. They still have plenty of weapons on offense with Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth, Najee Harris, Calvin Austin, among others. So this may be one of those cases where the trade is a rare win-win in the NFL. I have a couple of other final points here on Chase Claypool's addition to the Chicago Bears roster. Reunited, and it feels so good. So we already know that Chase Claypool rejoined fellow Notre Dame teammates Cole Kmet, Sam Mustipher, and Equanimous St. Brown. However, I just wanted to point out the potential of Chase Claypool and Cole Kmet together. Kmet had his best game as a pro in his first game in the NFL with Chase Claypool as a teammate. Not only did Claypool help open up the offense, but he also seemed to rejuvenate Cole Kmet as he seemed to be playing with more juice and was clearly hyped to have his former teammate rejoin him. And then quickly, I want you guys to hear Bill Belichick tell you his take on Chase Claypool.
Big, fast, really good hands, big catch radius. He's kind of always open, like covering a guy like Gronkowski, or no matter where you are on him, there's a place where he can reach and get the ball that you can't reach and get the ball. So, they use him in a variety of ways, down the field, catch and run plays, hand on the ball, plays, things like that. So he's a big physical player, can block the point of attack, run, hard guy to tackle, downfield receiver as well as a short and intermediate receiver. So he can get you a lot of different ways.
And then finally, we get to the Luke Getsy Factor. Boom. The man who developed Davante Adams from a guy who was being called a bust into one of the NFL's best weapons and an elite player at the position now gets to work with Chase Claypool. Claypool had a 4-touchdown game as a rookie. Davante Adams had 4 total touchdowns in his first 2 entire seasons in the NFL. So anyone who doesn't think Claypool has that kind of potential is just crazy to me. He has everything you want in a number 1 wide receiver, and once he puts it all together and builds chemistry with Justin Fields, watch out. Davante Adams himself has credited Luke Getsy for his development many of times. He was a guy who did not have a lot of success in the NFL his first 2 years, and he worked hard with Luke Getsy and then developed into an elite weapon in the NFL. Every single day, I get more and more excited about the potential of having a guy as talented as Chase Claypool to grow with Justin Fields. They can easily destroy Chicago Bears record books. Luke Getsy's presence cannot be understated as he helps develop young wideouts like Chase Claypool, Darnell Mooney, N'Keal Harry, and Velus Jones Jr. The sky is the limit. Chase Claypool unlocks the potential of this entire offense. Paired with Justin Fields' development, this is the most excited I've ever been about a Chicago Bears offense in my entire life. The sky is the limit. And once again, let me reiterate, Ryan Poles hit a home run with this trade. I give him an A+. I got a couple bonus clips for you guys at the end here. Stay tuned and watch those for me. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches these videos. Please do me a favor. I put in a ton of work on this one. Hit that like button for me. Share it with your friends on Facebook or social media, whatever it takes. Stay tuned, and until next time, bear down.
So guys, how we doing? How's everyone feeling?
Right. But just again, another thing that really excites me, and to be that big, to have the ability to toe tap, get off the line of scrimmage, all of those things, I think, again, whether he goes in the first round, I don't know. This is a first-round talent. I don't give a damn. You know, like DK Metcalf last year didn't go in the first round. He was a first-round talent. And to me, was the best receiver in the class last year. I think he was over-evaluated with some other stupid things that went along with this. But he is superstar in his ceiling. He could really be that guy. Whether he gets there or not, that'll be on him, but we'll see.
So we got the 50-50 balls. We got the great toe tap.
Yep.
I think up next we have somehow, and usually that setup comes after that first pause.
Right.
And the first step after the pause is where he's going. He has a little hesitation, goes back to the fade, and then under.
You're exactly right.
One more time.
Yes, you're right. Usually that pause comes, and then you get the move that they're going to.
Right.
He gives you a little bit. No, like I'm still.
There's the pause.
Gonna go to there. Yeah, it gives the body, the lean, the step, and then violently breaks it underneath. And then this is the other thing I like. I mean, the guy catches everything with his hands. There's no pads. It snags it and rips it out of the air. Which, if you watch the really great receivers in football, whether that's Odell or, hey, let's take Deebo Samuel on the 49ers, Julio Jones, they have the ability to just grab it and they rip it down to where they don't lose one little inkling of speed when they get the ball in their hand, and that allows them to make plays after the catch.
Feels good to be home. Appreciate you guys. I'm excited to get to work. Let's do it.